Hi everyone, my name's Cathy. Welcome to Skint Living UK. Please excuse all this, I'm not feeling well, but I wanted to put a video up today because I think everyone's feeling overwhelmed with everything that's going on. Prices keep going up and we're just living in real difficult times at the moment. So I just wanted to be positive today, do a positive video. So I've come up with 10 ideas, 10 things that make me feel like I'm rich. And I don't mean rich as in big bucks in the bank. I mean my life in general. So let's listen to this and let's get into it. Okay, number one. Have you heard the philosophy 2 is 1, 1 is none? So if you've got 2 bottles of shampoo in, for example, you've got one you're using and you've got one spare one. So you've got that little backup, that little buffer. So I've really been pushing this over the last year. So I've got at least 2 of everything that we use regularly: soap, shampoo, dog food, cat food, essentials like milk, butter, that sort of thing. I'm just trying to make sure that I've got a backup. So if something happens, like bad weather or bad finances, there's always a backup there. So I've got like a little dresser, homemade dresser that I made in my kitchen, and I've been filling it up with spare tins, spare tubs of gravy granules, spare spices and herbs, things like that. So that makes me feel rich because I know if times are hard, I've always got that backup there. Number 2, my freezer is full at the moment. Yay! It isn't full of big pieces of meat and stuff like that. It's full of loads of batch cooked meals. So I know, like, I haven't been well over the last few days. I've just been defrosting stuff. I made a big pot of bolognese. So my son isn't fussed on that really. So I had 2 portions of that and 2 have gone in the freezer. So later on the week or next week, I've got more bolognese there, for example. So yeah, just like, yeah, so your freezer doesn't necessarily have to be filled up with half a pig. I've been trying to do some prepping. So I bought 2 big tubs, one for pet food and one for dog food. For human food. So I've been putting stuff in there, just the predictable stuff like rice and stuff like that. The pet food one is empty at the moment because finances have dictated that I haven't got enough at the moment because I've been buying little bits and bobs. I've bought some wood so I can fix the infamous wall in the bathroom and stuff like that. So yeah, my finances aren't up to it this month, but I will start next month and I'm going to do that buffer for my cat and my dog. Next one, I've got a cat and a dog. They enhance my life, enrich my life so much. The dog I've had about 3 years, she's a rescue. The cat was a rescue as well, and she's 9 now, and that cat has just got me through so much difficult times. I do feel rich, I do feel blessed. She's not a sit on your lap type of cat, but she will sit right next to me, and she always seems to know when I'm feeling down. Such a lovely girl. My dog is just all boisterous and full of life and happy. So having a dog and a cat have enriched my life so much. I've got a goldfish as well, which was also a rescue. But anyway, yeah, so having a pet, I think, enriches people's lives. On the 2 is 1 and 1 is none sort of mantra, I've been doing that over the last 4 or 5 years with shoes, footwear, and the same again with clothing. Because like years ago, but when my kids were younger, it was just like 1 pair of shoes, and if anything happened to them, I was stuffed. So it's sort of been built into me now, because I'm lucky because I've got no mortgage since 2020. So since then, I've made sure I've got spare jeans, spare shoes. Well, I wear boots now, ankle boots, because I just think they're more robust and last longer than a pair of flimsy shoes. So I just like that buffer and especially now clothes, even though you buy some good quality stuff, it's still rubbish. The quality's rubbish. I bought jeans and I've still got them from 2020 and they're great. I bought the same brand jeans last year and this year because I only buy 1 or 2 pairs a year, and they're starting to get a hole in them already, and I'm like, just the quality's poor, so I think you need that back up. What makes me feel rich? I'm down to 1 debt. I had 8 January last year, 2024, now I'm down to 1. So I'm just happy, and it's interest free. It's local council tax, because for like a long time, months and months and months, so we were going back and forwards over it because I'm on a low income, but they wanted me to pay full council tax. So thankfully the Sisters of Ice stepped in the end, and they were just like, no, she hasn't got enough money. Because what my teacher's pension is less than universal credit. I live on my teacher's pension. There's another lady, lovely, Ali lives well, and she's got a £772 teacher's pension. Hers is well more than double mine than mine. I live on less than universal credit, which is, for a single person, £396 a month. I don't have anywhere near that. So I top my money up with eBay, and my son pays me each week for his keep. So that keeps us going. So the money we live on is less than probably what most people have for one person. But we can do that because we've got no mortgage. It's just going on ordinary bills and shopping. And I've been cut back on shopping, like you've seen. I get the yellow sticker label stuff and reduced label stuff, and make meals and eat some and freeze some. So feed into that, back up having food in my freezer. What else have I got? Oh, I'm lucky to have children. They're grown up now, so they're not a financial obligation on my part, and they're really good, because if I need emotional support or financial support, they're there for me. So I do feel rich for that, because I know that if times are tough or I need something, they're there for me. Just so lucky, just so lucky. What makes me feel rich is I've got all the basic necessities that I need. I've got all the furniture I need. I've got a nice comfy bed. I do need a new one. My bed's 20 years old, but it was a Sealy one, so I need to buy a new bed. So when I move house, hopefully there'll be enough money left over when I downsize to treat myself to a new bed. Is that right, boss? My cat's come over for say hello. I'm halfway through the basic emergency fund. I haven't had an emergency fund ever. So I've got just over £500. I'm doing the Dave Ramsey thing to get rid of my debt, to do the debt snowball. So I'm working towards getting that initial £1,000, and I'm hoping to work towards getting 3 to 6 months of funding. But because I had that emergency fund, I've tipped into it and bought the wood that I needed to rebuild my bathroom wall and some bits of paint and stuff. So I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have had to borrow, maybe put on a credit card, get a credit union loan, because I used to get a credit union loan every year to do stuff in the house, something that needed fixing, repairing or updating. I haven't done that in the last year now. I had one and I got rid of it last year. So I'm not going to do that anymore, because I don't need to borrow. I don't need to pay interest, because I'll have my emergency fund there and sinking funds. So once I've got my emergency funds, I'll start doing sinking funds rather than worrying about my finances. So there you go. They're all the things that make me feel rich. 2 is 1 and 1 is none mantra for everything in the house, for food, for toiletries, for pet stuff, for stuff for myself, and I've got everything I need. So now I'm working on getting rid of this last debt and buffering up the emergency fund. So let me know what makes you feel rich, and I don't mean big bucks in the bank. Hope you're well, and if you've got any more tips, let me know and I'll talk about it on Frugal Friday. See you soon.